had started this baking, but along the line the network just went off. So right now I'm continuing the baking. So I had said earlier, this is my what I did now is that I decided to measure the remaining ingredients that were remaining, so that um, at least it's going to hasten everything up. And then I have my vegetable oil. I have my vegetable oil and my margarine. So I'm going to be mixing them together. Remember, the margarine is 200 grams and the vegetable oil is 190 grams. So I'll be using my hand mixer. This cake is for a 1-year birthday for 1-year-old girl, a princess, my namesake. So I hope the network will permit me this time around. So here we go. So you see, I've mixed it a little. I've loosened it a little. I'm going to be adding the sugar inside. And remember, this is 550 grams of sugar, granulated sugar. 550 grams of granulated sugar. So I'm adding it now to my margarine and my vegetable oil. So you want to give this mix for approximately like 15 minutes. We want it to be light and fluffy. If you're using your, if you're doing, hi Ente, hi, how you doing? Good evening, it's a good pleasure having you. I missed you. How is India today? I hope India is fine. Yeah, thank you. So Ente, how is India today? I hope India is fine. So I'm making a vanilla cake. I started earlier, but the network was so bad. At a point it just ceased. Yeah. So you can see how it is now. But we are just starting, so keep on mixing this until it is very light and fluffy. Alright? If the network ceases, I'm not going to come back again. I will just leave it and upload. getting my sugar, granulated sugar, and my margarine and vegetable oil. So you see, we're getting there. Thank you, Ente. I'm so grateful. By the way, congratulations, Ente. Congratulations on your YouTube plaque. Congratulations. I actually didn't drop a comment on that video, but I watched it, and you know, I wish I can understand India very well, but it was such a nice one. Congratulations, and wish you many more wins, Ente. Wish you many more wins. Namaste. Now you might wonder why I'm not just mixing all through. The thing is that if you mix all through, you know, like I'm scraping the sides now. But if you don't mix all through, like if you mix all through and you don't scrape the sides, you realize that some parts are very much mixed, and then some parts are still having some butter or some margarine like tied somewhere, okay? Um, oh, oh my God! Yay! Chadisala! Wow, that was massive. That was so great, and that was so amazing. Oh, so happy birthday to your son. I hope you did not make mistakes, because I made mistakes too on that video. I hope not. Well, as Clementina mentioned that time, that mistakes are part of life. We make mistakes today, and that does not mean we'll continue like with the same mistake again, but things can only get better and better and better. So congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for trying the recipe. I'm sure when you try it again, this is actually a different one. This is a different recipe. It's just my job. It's not easy having all the time. So congratulations to your son. I'm so happy. I think it's your son or your daughter, right? I wish him um, a blessed birthday, an amazing birthday, a birthday that will usher him into more and more and more of the knowledge and the fear of the Lord. I wish him a very, very great birthday. And thank you for trying the best. It means a lot. It means a lot. Ah, ah, thank you. Now, one of the areas to know if your one of the things to know if your butter, this method is called, this is the creaming method, okay? This is when you mix your butter, your sugar, and then your vegetable oil if the recipe calls for it. This is when you mix it properly and make sure they all incorporate. Now it needs patience. Honestly, baking needs patience. All right. And one of the signs to know if you have creamed enough is that your sugar and butter will double in size. If you're here when I started, you realize that this is much more than what I started with. It has come together and it has doubled in size. Okay, it has doubled in size, and I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it very well. You know, I'm not seeing what I'm doing, but can you see this? All right, it has doubled in size. Like, it is much more than what I used. So it is important for whenever you're trying to do your cake, please, for you to know that your butter has creamed properly, is that you need to keep on mixing. And then if it easily falls off your spatula like this, like when you scoop it, it falls off like this, then you should know that your butter is almost there. Your creaming process is almost coming to an end. Now I got a comment where somebody was saying that she still feels her sugar in her cake whenever after she bakes. Now there are so many factors that can be responsible. One of them is when you are just creaming, either you're using your stand mixer or hand mixer as I'm using, and you don't stop to scrape the side. If you've been here when I started, you will notice that I've scraped the side of this cake for like up to 4-5 times before I've gotten to this very particular time. So it is important for you to as you're mixing, you get to a point, you stop, you use your spatula or whatever, wooden spatula, whatever, and then you scrape the side. Like, make sure as you're scraping, it enters inside like this. That way, all the sugar that were at this corner, were at this side, all this corner, I don't know, the reflection is just much. The sugar that I hear now, as I'm scraping it like this, you know, it will pull it out. When a situation whereby I just maybe do like this, right? You realize that only the sugar here will continually be creamed. Meanwhile, the one by the side here, because it's close to the corner, they will still be there. So for you to make sure that your butter is well creamed, always make sure that you scrape the side. As you're mixing, you scrape the side. Now, another factor that can cause that is sometimes when you don't follow the right recipe. See, if the recipe says use 1 cup of sugar, please use 1 cup of sugar. Or you look for an alternative. You know, Google is so good. It gives us so many other options. So you look for a good alternative to the sugar content you want to use. Why? Because you see, sugar is not just meant to sweeten your cakes, all right? Sugar it serves as it extends the shelf life. It makes your cake to last longer because sugar is also a preservative on its own. It's also a preservative. So it is important that you put in the required amount of sugar, and then if they say put 2 cups of water, one name, nah, bikonu. I'm not Igbo though, but please put that 2 cups of water. Don't say you want to start twisting when you don't yet understand the recipe. Sometimes that will be calling for cake disaster. So it is very, very important that you try to follow the recipe, you mix, and then another thing is the duration. Ideally, for you to get a very fluffy cakes, it doesn't just take you mixing 1 or 2 things together and that is it. No, it also takes time, patience. In fact, cake and patience should be 5 and 6. cake and patience, right? They should be 5 and 6. So it is important that you are patient as you are baking, all right, as you're preparing, especially this creaming process. If they say put 1 egg at a time, by all means put 1 egg at a time. There's something about instructions, all right? It helps you to get the best. It helps you to get the best. And I hope you do something different. And if there's anything at all, any question you feel I need to address, I'm not a very good baker. Let me a disclaimer, please. I'm an upcoming baker. I'm not a professional yet, but I'm on the way there. But if you have any question, kindly put it in the comments, in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer it. But these are some of the reasons why some of your cake might come out with some grains of sugar in it. You know, all those factors I mentioned. Not creaming to the time, trying to tweak the recipe when you don't yet understand the recipe. You can tweak recipes. You can change 1 or 2 things, but then tweak it in the right proportion. First of all, try it the way the person that made it has put it up. And then maybe you make a little adjustment here and there at your own time as you continue the process. Don't just, you just see a recipe the first time and you know you're beginning to cut this, remove that, remove that. If you say the liquid is too much, at the end of the day you realize that the little will now become too little and your cake might come out dense. Meanwhile, you begin to wonder, Joyo's cake said her own came out soft, her own was this, her own was moist. Why did my own come hard? No, you reduce the water and I make. If you don't reduce water, the thing for balance. All right? So, by the way, I'm not just chatting. I'm baking a cake. We have a birthday cake to deliver tomorrow. So here, I've finished creaming my butter. I want to give it like maybe 5-second creaming again. But you see the way I'm scraping this thing, any sugar that I hide, I'm suspecting that sugar. I'm really suspecting it. And I know Sister Shadi, right? Sister Jadi Shola will not allow that to happen. My sister in the Lord, I'm sure you won't allow that. Okay. Shadi said, sure, mistakes happen and we learn. Thank you so much, Ma. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Mwah. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Great reviews are ginger. They ginger somebody. I've talked too much. Let me mix it for a little while. At this point, I think my my cake batter is ready. My cake batter, no, not cake batter. My creamed sugar and vegetable oil and margarine is ready. Next is we are going to be adding our eggs. I have here 11 eggs to use. Now these eggs, hi sis Anne, hi, good evening, thank you for coming. It's a great blessing having you here. Thank you so much. How you doing, Anne? I'm sure you're great. Get me a knife, let me hit it. Miro. Okay, but give me a knife, give me a spoon please. Yes. So I have 11 here, 11 eggs here. Hi sis, how are you doing? Just give me something so I'll start start with an egg. So I'm going to be breaking an egg. Now, some people just break and put. It is fine, it is okay if you're very sure of how fresh your eggs are. But if you're not sure how fresh your eggs are, I'm going to do as I do. You simply break into a bowl. I'm going to do it in piece, and then I'm breaking the second one. It was in one of my videos I got to know that people are actually counting people are actually counting what you're doing. So I'll be mixing this in. Now, this very process too helps in breaking down your sugar a great deal. Second egg. Now I've already put in 2 eggs. My spatula, it's very important. Thank you. Oh, and thank you. Now, can you see what I'm doing now? I'm scraping the sides again. You know, don't say it's too tiring. You will not do it. If you want the best of everything, it takes hard work, right? God gives the wisdom. It's left for us to use the wisdom. So, can you see? This is looking nice already. To be adding the third egg, number 3. While it is mixing, I'm going to be breaking my 4th egg. And please, I'll appreciate if you give this live stream a like, if it's okay by you, though. If it's okay by you, but I'll appreciate it if you give us a like. You see, this one entered inside. So imagine I was putting it inside. So we mix the egg number 4. Thank you for the likes, and thank you, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for always coming around. Like, it's amazing, and thank you so much, and God bless you. I'm grateful that you learn things from my videos. It means a lot. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Now, can you see what's happening to my butter? This is an assurance of a very soft cake. No, people like soft cake now. Gone are those days that people like eating dense, very dense cake. This is egg number what? Thank you for the likes. I so much appreciate it. Thank you for taking your time to like the video. It means a lot. Not video, the live stream. It means a lot. And God bless you. Thank you, and God bless you. Next egg. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to be adding. This is egg number what, Steph? 7. Abby? This is egg number 7. Then this is egg number 8. Let me mix egg number 7. You see my butter now is turning more and more creamy. This is egg number 9. Egg number 9. It appears a little guy went in there. So egg number 9. And egg number 10. Then egg number 11. I'm suspecting this egg. Yeah, it's alright. The egg is egg number 11. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me clean my hands. Oh, Jesus. Alright. If you see how creamy this is, if you see how creamy it looks, oh boy, this is so creamy. Like, can you see? This is so creamy. By the way, I was saying the first one that I bought this new pan, new mixing bowl. Alright, so I'm done with my eggs. I'm going to be removing them. I don't need them again. And then I'll be facing my other items, and very soon we'll be done and dusted here. So don't go away. Let me drop this in the kitchen and wash my hands again. Thank you. I'm back. I hope I didn't stay too long. Thank you so much. I'll appreciate it if you give me a like on the live stream. But if it's not okay by you, that is very alright. Alright, so Next, we are going to be going to the next phase. I think before then, this is my butterscotch. I'll be using butterscotch and vanilla. All right. And about my recipe, this is 2 teaspoons of my butterscotch. I need to remove everything. Yeah. Please, can you get me the hand wicks? Hand wicks. All right. So at this point, I have here my milk. Let me mix this milk more. Please, I need hand wicks. Who is there? Who is bringing it? The hand wicks, please. Please be fast. I want to use it. Thank you. All right. So here I have milk. This is 2 cups of milk. I'll be using 2 cups of milk. And then this is my flour. All right, this is my flour. Oh boy. I have here 1.5 teaspoon of salt. 1.5 teaspoon of salt. The salt helps you to balance the taste even of the sugar. So I'll be putting it. Wash it and you, please. And then this is my baking powder. My baking powder is double rising baking powder. So I'll be using just 1 tablespoon. If your own is the normal baking powder, if it's not double rising, you can use 2 tablespoons. But here I'm using 1 tablespoon. Okay. All right. So at this point, I'm going to be filtering them. I'm going to be dividing the flour into 3 parts, and I'll be dividing my milk into 2. Now, if you don't want to use the milk, you can use water. Yes. This is not the new one I bought. I bought new one now. Is it purple or which color? I bought new one. Let your sister help you, please. All right. I wanted to use the hand mix, okay, but my son is struggling to find it, so this is what I'll be using. Milk into 2. If you don't want to use milk, I said you can use water. It will still come out very nice, but milk will also go in long way. So I will not be using my hand mixer for it. The electric hand mixer, I won't be using it. Instead, I'm going to be using this. I'll be using this. In fact, this helps a lot, and that is because it helps that the flour will not be over mixed. You know, it doesn't mix as fast and powerful as this my hand mixer. And the electric hand mixer I'm using is Kenwood. If you know the real Kenwood, you know that real Kenwood products are very they are very good, and they work. So I'm going to be sieving in my first part of flour. I would have sieved it before, but I didn't. That's the first part. So I'm going to be mixing it with my hand mix. remember, we don't want to over mix it. Can you see? Now I'm going to be dividing this into two. I'll be putting in the first part of my milk. That is 1 cup of the milk is going in. This is not buttermilk, please. I'm using just plain milk. And this milk, hi Rachel, hi. How you doing, Rachel? Good evening or good afternoon or good night. From any part of the world you are, it's a pleasure having you here. You're welcome to Joyous Cakes and More. It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for coming. If you have any question, any contribution on baking, please feel free to drop it. So I'm sieving in the second batch of the flour. You're welcome, Rachel. It's a pleasure to have you on the live stream. Thank you for coming. Okay, so here's the second part. Now, do you know how you can preserve your flour? Well, it's not that I have a lot to, as I said, I'm an upcoming baker. But one very effective thing I found out is when you keep your flour in a very tight, sealed container, like properly tied. Oh gosh. See? Thank you for the like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be adding the last batch of my milk. Stepping it aside. And I'm going to be whixing it gently. By the way, do you know Joyous Cakes and More is 10,000 subscribers strong? Oh God, it looks like a dream. Okay, I'm now putting in the last batch of the flour. I hope I'm not showing black and white there. Hi Rachel, I am making... Hi Rachel, I'm making a vanilla cake. I'm making a vanilla cake, but this one is with milk. And it's not with butter, is it? It's not with buttermilk, and it's with milk, and it's soft, and it's fluffy, and it's moist. That is the cake I'm making. In fact, I made it and I gave to a friend, and she was like, woo! The beauty of it is that I saved it in the freezer for like 2-3 days before I gave her. And she was wowed by the recipe, and another friend made it for her daughter's birthday tomorrow, and I decided to do the same recipe for her. It's just a slight change from the one I made some time ago, just a little different from the one I made. Now I'm doing it so that it removes the lumps. If you notice, I did not over mix it, so I'm just trying to see. Look at my butter, and this is ready. Your cakes will be so soft, so moist. That is the cake I'm making, Rachel. Oh gosh, can you see this? Can you see the butter? Can you see the butter? That's the butter I'm making. at this point I need to scrape the sides. So do you know my cake batter is ready? Oh no. I said it's possible I said that, but I think it's a slip of tongue. All I actually there's butter, Rachel, there's butter. Don't mind me. There's butter, okay? I use butter and vegetable oil, okay? But not in equal proportion. It's not in equal proportion, just a little slight difference, okay? Thank you. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, this is nice. Ooh. You see, I can keep on mixing this, and before you know it, I've over mixed it. I don't know what's me with smooth and nice batters, cake batters. All right, so the final part. Here comes my baking pans. I have here size 6, 3 size 6. This one I'll be using for the cake. I also have 2 size 7 pans. These are my 2 size 7 pans. I just made it extra. Sometimes I make extra and I leave in the freezer so that if any client that knows me calls for it, I'll just do. My hands are dirty at this point. You can see powder or so. Just give me a minute, let me wash, and we'll soon be done. Please don't go away. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, I'm sure my hands are clean now, so clean. Now, to prep my pan, I need this. Yeah. Please come on this thing for me. I hope there's enough gas. Now, in all my other previous videos, I used to use my hand scoop and then apply it round my pan. This network no get joy. So you see, I'm not using my hands again. Thank you for staying back. The network no get joy. So I need to do this fast. Ideally, ah, are you serious? Thank you so much, Gertrude Laniero. Thank you so much. I usually love this kind of reviews. Like, it helps a great deal, and I really say thank you. Thank you so much for dropping this review, Gertrude. I really appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless you. And I'm sure you're going to practice what you've learned, and it will come out better for you. I sincerely appreciate you for coming and for leaving this thoughtful comments. Like, it means a lot. It means a whole lot. All right, it means a lot. So I'm applying. I need to be fast. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. I hope the network is just trying to make prep the pans so that I can pour the butter. Now ideally it is important you do this beforehand, okay, so that it doesn't save you. But I think over the years, I don't know if it has become a habit, I actually like doing it after I mix my butter, because I feel it also gives a little room for my cake to rest a little. Not much, please. So not that you go and leave your cake to rest for a whole time. Somebody also asked a question about can she bake and then leave her cake for almost an hour before baking. I've not experienced that. I actually haven't experienced that, so I couldn't really help her out. But if anyone has tried it, can you leave it in the chat box if you've tried? Alright, so at this point I'm done with all my pans. I have 3 pans here. I have 3 pans size 6, 3 size 6, and I have 2 size 7 pans. I intend to put at least 500 butter in each, or between 500 to 400 butter in each, and then if it remains, I'll be putting them in foil. You see why I'm not a professional baker. Professional bakers, we know the exact quantity that we enter. But I'm still learning. I never reached that level. So after you've applied your butter around your pan, you get your flour. Oh, this thing is too bright. You get your flour and you put your butter in, put your flour inside the pan. Then you just do it like this. You make sure that it goes over the portion where the butter has entered. Then you tap. This way every dust of the flour comes off. So if you don't like do it like this very well, some flour will remain. Now when your cake comes out, you begin to see white flours around your cake. So to avoid that, you do it in a way that, I wish this thing can show. See, it looks so smooth. It looks so clear and so smooth. That is how you're supposed to do it, alright? Okay, let me be snappy. It's night. Very neat again. So here, repeat the same. Please, can you get me those foils from foil papers? Foil plates, rather. Sorry. In the room there. In my room, no, not guest room. In our room. Okay. Now this flour is not a waste. Yeah, so alright, so I'm done. Next is for me to be able to put out the butter. I want to know the quantity of butter that can enter each one, because I want them to be of equal sizes. So here is my scale. 4 plates that I put cake inside to bake. 4 plates.
Oh, that plate
that I used to do for testing.
Yes.
Good. Alright, so Now it's time to put my butter in. You see my butter? I think I need virtually all of them. Can you rinse this cup and do? Thank you. So I have here some 4 plates. I always like putting extra for testing. I want to know what my client is eating. Even though it's the same recipe, it's good to also test. And I have many testers here. Be fast! Thank you. God bless you. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to be scooping. I'm planning on putting, let's say, 400 grams. Let me make it 500. But do you know, the less you put, when you put it much more lesser, it bakes faster, and there's every assurance that every part will be properly baked. All right, so here is 500 grams. I'm going to put 500 here, tear it. This is another 500 grams. I'm putting this, the third one. Do you know you can make it 300 grams, okay? It's going to give you more pans, and it also helps your cake to go to be higher in inches. This is another 500 grams. So you see, I have about 1,500 grams of butter that I've put in my three of my 6 inches pan. This is my 7 inches pan. I think, let me make this 300. Let me make this let me see though. Daddy is back. Daddy is back. I can hear somebody at the gate. Let me make this let me also make it 500 grams. Yeah, let me make it 500 grams. That's even because I don't have much. My oven cannot carry more than 4 pans. So even this one, I'll just be thinking of a creative way. I might bake it in a pot. I might bake this one in a pot. So 500 grams. I'll also be adding 500 grams here. Yeah. So I'll also be adding in 500 grams here. I'm going to be putting this in the community post. When it's done baking, I'm going to post it in the community page. And do you know that you can also make a screenshot, a picture of any recipe you try? Do you know you can make it and post on the community? It is possible now, very much possible. So you can upload your cakes, and if I'm able to get it, I'll now power bank. I'm sorry, my battery is gone, and before it will come, I don't know if it will be. So I really want to thank each and every one of you. I'm going to just look forward to getting this on my community post. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you so much. My battery is dead.